Here we're being asked to add two rational expressions or two fractions. First thing you need to do in adding rational expressions is get a common denominator, and to do that you'll really want to factor all of the denominators. As I'm thinking about factoring the denominators, one of the things that I see is the denominator on the right hand side is not written in descending order, so I'm going to factor out a negative and change the order of those terms in that denominator. Start that. Just going to copy down the first fraction. And then the two things I'm going to do again are to factor out a negative. When I factor out a negative, that's going to change the sign of the fraction, and the addition will become a subtraction. Once I do that, I'll have a positive x squared and a negative 4, giving me x squared minus 4. The numerator does not change. Once I'm here, I can factor all of the denominators. X plus 3 doesn't change, that's going to stay in the numerator. 3x plus 6 has a common factor of 3. When I factor that out, I'll get 3 times x plus 2. And in the right-hand fraction, x squared minus 4 is a difference of squares. That'll factor to x plus 2 times x minus 2. And once I'm here, I want to look for missing factors in each of my denominators. In the left-hand fraction, I have a factor of 3 and a factor of x plus 2. I do not have the factor of x minus 2. So I'm going to multiply the numerator and the denominator of my left-hand fraction by that. X minus 2 over x minus 2. And likewise, the right-hand fraction does not have a factor of 3, and it needs to have that. So I'll multiply the numerator and the denominator by 3. At this point, I'm going to have a common denominator of x plus 2 times x minus 2 times 3. And when I subtract the numerators, I'll have x minus 2, x plus 3 minus 3x. My next step here is going to be to try and simplify the fraction. To do that, I need to factor the numerator, which I can't do until I have a standard polynomial. So I need to distribute x minus 2 into x plus 3. That'll give me x squared plus 3x minus 2x minus 6. I'm still subtracting 3x, and this will still be over x plus 2, x minus 2 times 3. If I combine like terms, in the numerator I have a single factor or a single term with an x squared. Then I've got 3x, negative 2x, and negative 3x. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 minus 3 gives negative 2, so I'll have negative 2x, and I still have a minus 6. The denominator is 3 times x plus 2 times x minus 2, and when I look at the numerator, it has a leading coefficient of 1, and when you have that, all you need to do is find factors of the constant term, it's factors of negative 6, that add up to the coefficient of x, negative 2. There are no factors of negative 6 that add up to negative 2. So this doesn't factor, and this is my solution.